Hi guys, I'm on the new camera. How does it look? Yay! Okay, so this is the best setup I could get right now. I guess I could, no, I'm gonna pick them up. I don't quite have the setup yet for the shot down on this camera, and I didn't want to worry about it today. I just want to look at these beautiful cards I got. Super excited about them. So this is the Tarot of the Abyss by Anna Tourian. And I got it from, I didn't get it off her website. And I think you get something extra if you get it off her website. I don't know if there are any more left, though. I got it off US Games, and it was like $23, $24. And I'm already like, the quality is amazing, especially for something from US Games, I feel like. I mean, it comes in this tuck box. Nice matte tuck box. I haven't even looked at the book yet, but it's a nice big white book, you know? So I look really forward to reading that. And it's the first Anna Tourian deck that I have owned. So, of course, I am super stoked. So let's just take a look at the cards, huh? The Fool. It's all black and white. I'm tempted to color it. I don't know if colored pencils would go on here or not. We'll see. I mean, I haven't even worked with it yet, so I could totally change my mind and say, no, I'm not going to color it. But, oh my god, it'd be so much fun and time-consuming to color. But, okay, so the Fool. I always like to see a woman as the Fool, just because we see men so often. It's just nice. I love this Magician as kind of like, you know, you could even think of it as the World Tree, and this is kind of like a spirit to me, you know, maybe something else in the book, whatever her thoughts were, but to me that's kind of spirit, magic, divinity. Works really well as a magician. High Priestess with her yin and yang here. I love her little moon up here. The Empress. Very abundant. The Emperor. Ooh, and we have the Wise One instead of the Hierophant, and I love this. Look at that. I got like a, I mean, kind of Native American, kind of a shamanistic vibe here going on. Very kind of ritualistic, you know, getting in touch with the earth, using the earth's magic and energy. And I really like that a lot. I like it a lot. The Lovers. Okay. I really love that. I need to stop saying I love that so much because I'm going to just, I'm gaga already over this deck. I like that we see the twin trees here. They kind of like separate and they join back together up here a little bit, you know, intertwine. I like a lot that they're not humans in this picture because the Lovers has so much more to do with duality than it does any kind of romantic relationship, in my opinion. So, really appreciate that card. The Chariot. So this is going to be a little bit, you know, it's kind of mystical deck. Strength. That is beautiful. The Hermit. I am coming to appreciate the snake more and more as I find it in more decks and I read about it in more books. You know, just because I don't like snakes in real life, you know, run screaming from them, doesn't mean that I can't appreciate them for the symbology, you know, in decks. I really love this. Yes. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. Look how gorgeous these cards are. I love this. I love sketching. I love the sketch look, and I love that she didn't color it, to be honest. I probably won't. I love that she didn't because you really get that feel of the sketch. And this Justice card is incredible. There are little you know, the scales in her eyes, which is nice, but you don't even really need that to feel the energy that is being you know, that was put into this card. So well done. The Hanged One. So this is all upside down, it looks like. Yeah, we have the earth up here, little house over here. Everything is kind of upside down. Interesting. Death. Mm-hmm. Temperance. Let's get a hey for the borderless. It works so nice on this deck. The Devil. I cannot wait to read the book. I really can't wait. We'll read one from the book. We'll pick one and read it at the end. The Tower. This is one of the images that I saw and I love just because it's kind of like, what would you call this kind of imagery, to be honest? Like, what would you call that? It's mystical, yes. Kind of fairy tale-like in its way in some of these. This poor girl, she couldn't hang on long enough. She's gone. She's a goner. The Star. Reaching for that star. Oh my god. Ugh, guys. I mean, the Moon is one of my favorite cards, but even if it wasn't, look at this. Look at how their energy is like intertwined with the Moon. They're getting it directly from the Moon. There's like a little abyss here. You know, Tarot of the Abyss. I could go, you know, I could talk about each and every one of these cards for days, but I'm just trying to, like, yeah, I'll be honest, if there's a card that I'm not liking for any reason, you know that I am. I'll be honest with you, and I think that's a tall order. I'm not sure that there's going to be any card. We'll see. Oh my god. Awakening for Judgment, which is what Judgment is. It's like, it is an awakening. It's an awakening of the soul and the spirit. In the world. Never ending. Alright. Ace of Swords. I love her use of nature. I adore this right here. Look at, there's a little house here, there's people here, a person here. You're really gonna have to look at these cards. I'm gonna put that one aside. Put the aces aside. Two of Swords. Oof. It's pretty intense. Which face are we gonna wear? Three of Swords. She looks like she's letting this bird go. Oh, that was... Oh, I was going to say, was that the two? No, that is the three. There's two Three of Swords. Wow. Nice surprise. I didn't read much about this deck. I just knew it was Tourian. You know, I loved the imagery, and I was like, okay, got it. I've not watched a walkthrough. I've not seen these cards, so this is all a surprise to me, too. Three of Swords. They're both pretty different meanings for the Three of Swords. And I love that she gave us that option. Four of Swords. I like that there's, you know, in a few of these so far, there's no people. But you still get that very direct meaning, you know. You still know exactly what it is, you know. He's taking off his armor. It's time to let go, time to relax, rest for a moment. Five of Swords. Ooh. Evil little man. He's got his butterfly trapped. Nice. Six of Swords. I love when I see this kind of stuff. Like, this is why for so long I thought about the oh god, what is it? I'm not going to remember now, but there is a deck I never got that had, it was much more colorful, but it had people riding animals. And we see that in the Thoth and some other decks, but I always love when I see it. I don't know why, just because it is so magical. So 6 of Swords there. 7 of Swords. Yep. Perfect. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Look at all this line work in here. There's so much line work. This dark hand. 10 of Swords. Ooh. Ooh, we don't often get to see that, do we? Oh, this is so relevant today, for today's society and the issues that so many are dealing with. So relevant. People just walking on by while others are suffering. We have 2 10 of Swords too. So interesting. Okay. To me, this is kind of like, okay, here is the 10 of Swords that we are very well versed in, the painful ending. It is the ending of, you know, the entire sword suit. There's a culmination here. It has ended in pain, wreckage, disaster, you know, misery. But then, you know, the 10 of Swords, if we go with numerology and we really look at it, like, why do we have the 10 of Cups as signifying, you know, bounty and bliss and, you know, happiness? But then we have the Swords depicting, why can't the Swords depict that? To me, this is like, you know, he's found wisdom. You know, we see the owl as the voice of knowledge, you know, a lot of times. And so he's looking at he's found his. He's looking, you know, everything that he's found and he's learned, he's very much in touch with. And so that can also be the culmination of the 10 of Swords, or the sword suit. Whether that's our intention or not, that is what I see. And I like that we have, and I feel like the same with the 3 of Swords. She gave us the other option, because numerology does leave, you know, if you're reading like a pip deck, you can read numerology in many different ways, and it's not always heartbreak and loss. You know, 3 means, you know, it's multiplied, and there's some, you know, it's the creation going on. It means different things. Anyway, here's our Page of Swords. Beautiful. I'm going to try to remember to put the quartz aside, because I like looking at them alone. Our Knight of Swords is also a woman. Yes. And she is looking fierce. Like I said, I could talk for 10 minutes on that card easily, but we're not doing that today. Queen of Swords. Look, I love, okay, I'm going to for a minute. I love how we have this ball of light as kind of symbolizing knowledge to me. Wisdom. You know, and that's what the swords are about. You know, it's your brain function, your intellect, the way you reason, the way your mind works through things. And here we have them all connecting with it in their different ways according to their suit. Here the page is kind of welcoming it, invoking it, you know, getting ready to work with it. Here we have the knight working with it. You know, she's got it now. She's holding it. And she's being kind of reckless. It looks like she's trying to pierce it. She's not dilly-dallying. She's not playing around. She is all for just going for it, which is so knight. And then we have the queen kind of like meditating on it. You know, it's used here. It's used for justice. It's you know, the top of the hilt of her sword. She has grasped onto it, and she is using it in a way. This is very Queen of Swords. You know, there's some melancholy here. There's loss here, and there's knowing that sometimes we need to put away certain things, and we need to feel that loss in order for justice or the right thing to be done, which is this sword here. And then the king, it's on his head. That is, I mean, that is beautiful. It's absolutely, that is, I can't say enough about, like, whoa. Good. That's just, like, amazing to me. So now he's become one with it. It's at the crown, you know. It has taken hold of his reasoning. He uses it in such a logical manner, you know. Oh, okay. Wow, 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 wow. Ace of Wands. Put the quartz over here. Ace is over here. So there's our Ace of Wands with a little phoenix. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Super cute. Four of Wands. Celebration time. Five. There's our little bit of strife. There's some combatedness here. It doesn't look like they're out to kill each other. They're just having a little tiff. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. I mean, as you can see, it's very Rider-Waite, so this is very accessible to people who use the Rider-Waite system, or I would say even newcomers. I think this would be a really good deck. I mean, I haven't worked with it, haven't really thought about it, but I feel like this would be a really great deck for beginners. Eight of Wands, there's our flight. Nine of Wands. And 10 of Wands. There were no duplicates in the Wands. I mean, the Wands are usually always pretty straightforward. Page of Wands. Let's put these aside. Whoops. Page of Wands. She's just getting the material ready for her fire. Knight of Wands. Oh my god, what are these, like little wood nymphs? Or little fairies? Whatever you want to call them, but I love the little pieces of magic that we're finding in this deck. It just makes the whole deck feel very otherworldly. Queen of Wands. Okay, so now she has started her fire. And she's using that, you know, kind of meditating, using its power. And there is the King of Wands. The fire is at its full glory. He's not afraid to you know, grab it with his hands. Yeah, I'm loving how she's done the quartz. This will have to think about. This is a little bit different. It doesn't follow exactly like it did in here. You know, but this, like, you could think of this as like a fire fairy, and he's really getting in touch with it, you know? He's listening to its advice. He's being guided by it. So interesting. Okay. Okay. I have 11 more minutes. Kind of gotta go. Ace of Cups. Yes. Two of Cups, beautiful. So we do have our our romance card here, and the Two of Cups to me does depict that much more than the Lovers. Is that not focusing? Come on, get out of there. Okay, good. I think we're good. Our Three of Cups. We don't see the third person, but we know he or she is there. Yes. Four of Cups. I so wish I could draw like this. It is just, this is probably, if I had to pick one of my favorite art styles, this is it. There's our Five of Cups. Six of Cups, memory, the card of memory. Reminiscence. Seven of Cups. Head in the clouds. I often say that with the Seven of Cups. One has their head in the clouds. They're not thinking properly. They're in daydreaming. They're daydreaming. They're in la la land. Very nice. Eight of Cups. I've seen this somewhere. This is one card I have seen. And I loved it. I mean, I've been waiting for this deck. Eight of Cups. Yeah. So 9. I love it. And our 10 of Cups. Okay, Page of Cups here. What's he doing? What is this? Come on. Come on. See, I don't know this camera well at all. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to get it to focus, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Page of Cups there. Maybe that's a map? I'll have to read about this one. Maybe that's the one we'll read about. There's a page. Looks like they're all on a ship. Knight of Cups. Hoisting the mast is what I would imagine he's doing. There's some waves. Almost looks like a storm kind of in the background. We see it in here too. Those waves right there. Oh, maybe that is the mast. Right there. That's part of the mast. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to read. Knight. Queen. She's gorgeous. And the king is on a little boat here in the roaring sea. I love that they're each in their own element. Look at that. They're like, you know, I don't know. Like, I could gush all day about that. Oh, okay, we're just going to slide it off. I don't want to ruin it. And our Ace of Pentacles. Really here at 1. She is the tree, or he is the tree. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Or 4. 5, yes. I do love the scroll work at the bottom too here. It doesn't really detract, it's just enough. Here's our 6. 7 of Pentacles. 8. 9. She's got a little birdie in her hand. Look at her. She looks so welcoming and so lovely. And our 10 of Pentacles. Look. Oh, we have the little family here. I love the hands. There's so much in these cards. So much to be said. Page of Pentacles. Here's our Knight of Pentacles. Focus. Our Queen. And our King. Again, all in their element here. There's mountains in the background. It's very earthy. Guys, like... God. This deck is everything. It is even more than I imagined it could be. You know, if you're interested, this is one deck, you know, like the card stock wouldn't even matter to me. It's just slightly glossy. It's not overly glossy. Just enough, you know, and it's pliable. I'm sure it's going to shuffle like a dream. There's the backs, and I'm sure there's some kind of meaning, unless it's just a design. But they're beautiful backs. I don't think I'll edge this in any color at all. I think I want it to get dirty, you know, with use. What else can we say? Let's read just a little bit in the book. What did we say we were gonna... Let's read about the Page of Cups, just because. I said maybe that's what I was going to read. So there's our Page of Cups. Here's the book at 5 minutes. Look at that, it was meant to be. Okay, the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is aboard a large ship. Behind him, the turbulent sea crashes and churns. He is not fazed by it, however. Instead, he intently studies a map of the heart. I was wondering if that was a heart, and I was like, why would a heart be on a map, on a piece of parchment on the ground? But that's exactly what it is. So he intently studies a map of the heart. Hello. His task is to ensure that the course of the ship has been properly charted. Regardless of what the journey may bring, whether waters calm or stormy, he must safely and skillfully navigate his craft through it. The Page of Cups represents pure emotion. He is innocent and wears his emotions on his sleeve. He is led by his heart, whatever the tangles and snarls that may entail. When the Page of Cups is present in your reading, it calls to you to be pure of heart and approach things with a sense of that same innocence. You can see things now that in the past you may have missed or considered unimportant. Channel your inner child. Try to see things with a beginner's eyes. If you think back to your first love, it will give you an idea of how the Page of Cups sees the world. Beautiful. Did she write this book too? I would imagine so. I mean, by Anna Tourian. There's your acknowledgements. Introduction. Can't wait to read. Can't wait to read. Nice, good introduction. We have a little bit of stuff on the court cards, which is awesome. There's an about this deck. What is different? Even though it's based on the RWS system, I deliberately introduced a few slight modifications. That's all I'm going to read. You'll have to buy it to read more. It looks like you get a nice blurb about the majors. And then even the minors, like it's more than a few sentences. They each get like a good paragraph or two. So really nice. Spreads, glorious spreads. So have a couple, ooh, the Abyss spread. I might try that today. Ooh, nice. It's a big one. 13 cards. Ooh. Yeah, looks like she did everything. She wrote the book, she did the art, like, who needs a bone, stone, and earth flesh when you have this? It's gorgeous. I can't say enough good things about everything. The packaging, the book, the cards, the imagery. So well done. Congratulations, Anna Tourian. Absolutely amazing deck. And there isn't one card in here that I was put off by. Nothing. This is definitely going to be, I can't say definitely because I haven't used it, but I feel like this will definitely be a well-used deck. I feel that it would be really good for soul work, for shadow work as well, for both myself and for other readings. I think that it's a very deep deck, and even almost haunting in its way, but still so accessible for anyone, including those you read for. So that's it. If you guys are interested in seeing a very in-depth walkthrough after I've read the book, say so in the comments, otherwise I won't. But if a few of you are interested, I would definitely go through this deck again and really take apart its imagery after I've had the chance to really digest it and to read the book and feel a little bit closer to it. I would definitely do that, just let me know. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. I said bye. I can't shut it up. I don't know what I'm doing yet.